Here's the thing. A lot of beginner crypto investors think that they need large sums of money to get started and have a successful investment strategy, and it's simply not the case. And so with today's video, what I would like to do is just share with you some of the adjustments that I've made on my own investment journey and how investing large sums of money isn't necessarily required. So if you're new here, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Donnie Joseph. On this channel, we talk about crypto, investing, wealth building, mindset, macroeconomics. So if any of that stuff interests you, subscribe to the channel, engage with the content. Believe it or not, your engagement, the likes, the comments, the shares, all of that helps small channels like this with the algorithm. Now let's just jump right in. So when I first got started with investing in crypto, I made the mistake of thinking that I needed large chunks of money to be successful. And while that was the strategy that I deployed and it allowed me to accumulate crypto, in hindsight, I've come to learn that that wasn't necessarily the best strategy, and it wasn't even a requirement, because the adjustment that I've made to investing is more so investing regularly, smaller amounts of money, rather than coming in with these large chunks. Because when I was coming in with these large chunks of money, it was giving me a set price that I was buying at, but it wasn't really taking into consideration any movement that might take place in the market. Whereas once I switched to investing smaller amounts and doing what's called dollar cost averaging, which is essentially picking a day of the week or a certain time of the month or whatever that is to invest specific amounts of money regularly. Once I moved to that strategy, I realized that I was able to accumulate much more comfortably and reduce some of the bad purchases, because one day I might be buying something at a higher price, another day I might be buying at a lower price, but ultimately I was getting my averages down. And again, more importantly, I was feeling better about accumulating regularly. Now, the other thing that I've adjusted is that I'm comfortable now, and I love doing it, is what's called micro dollar cost averaging. And so what I'll do is something like take $5 to $10 and I will invest it. I'm not waiting until I have $100 on Friday or whatever that amount is on that date. I'm comfortable just transferring $20 into my exchange and putting $5 on VECHAIN, $5 on XRP, $5 on WLFI, $5 into Bitcoin, whatever, right? I'm just throwing out some projects there. That's perfectly okay with me, because that money, that $20, had it been sitting in my pocket, the probability of me going and buying coffee or walking through the grocery store and spending it on something that I really didn't need, or buying something insignificant, that probability goes up because I have that money in my pocket, and money wants to move, right? Like it just wants to go where it needs to go. The other part of that is that that $20, by me holding on to it, even if I was saving it and putting it in my bank, it's losing value because they can print money anytime they want. So the longer that you hold it, the more value that it's losing due to inflation and the buying power going down. So then the game becomes, how can I take this $20, even though it's not a lot of money? How can I take this $20 and transmute it into something else that is going to go up in value or multiply? And that's why I love the digital asset space, because I feel like I can move that $20 into the digital asset space. And again, buy things like XRP, WLFI, HBAR, whatever those things are. And in time, they're going to go up in value. And again, the key word is time. I don't expect any of these things to make me a multimillionaire overnight, okay? However, what I do expect is that the dollar is going to lose value, and so that I'm going to strategically place it in things that are going to go up in value, and I'm perfectly comfortable with that. And so again, the major takeaway is that you don't need large sums of money. If you had it, and if your budget was $5,000 a month that you can spend, great. But the reality is that most Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. We're spread thin, the cost of living is up, and it's almost feeling impossible to get started. And that's why, for me, it's so important to have a sense of urgency to invest smaller sums of money. I'm perfectly okay with buying $20 or investing $20 into Bitcoin. Some people think, well, oh man, Bitcoin's at $70,000. I'm never going to be able to make a dent in it. Well, it's like they say, how do you eat an elephant? You do it one bite at a time. And so the same thing goes to investing. Again, it's not about these big, macro, long, massive events that are going to help you get wealthy. It's the things that you're doing day in and day out, small decisions compounded over a long enough period of time. And I think that's the part that once I understood that and it made sense to me, it started making investing fun, because then I start finding various ways to come up with extra money. Just for example, yesterday I sold 2 things on Facebook Marketplace. One, I sold a pair of headphones that I had sitting in the back of my office that wasn't being used, sold those for 40 bucks. And then I had a SSD card that I sold for $130. Facebook Marketplace. So now I have $170 sitting in my pocket right now that I'm going to take to the bank. As soon as I'm done recording this video, I'm going to put it in the ATM and I'm going to move it over to my exchange, and then I'm going to deploy it. I don't need the money. It's going to get spent somewhere else. So I'm going to invest it. And that's the strategy that I use. Okay. So hopefully this video was helpful. None of this is financial advice. It's just me creating a YouTube channel to share my experiences, because I understand that we have a very limited amount of time to build our wealth. And you'll have to watch some of my other videos, but there should be a sense of urgency. And so again, I hope this video finds you well. Until next time, we'll talk soon.